Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is an absolutely wonderful morning to be alive, a wonderful morning to get out there and leave your mark on the world. Anyway, welcome to the Love Your Vibe podcast. I'm your host, Sean Grant. So excited for you to be with me today because I am going to continue waging my war on fear and worry. And what do I mean by that? Fear and worry ran my entire life for so long. It left me in a place of wondering, scratching my head, trying to figure out what was I doing wrong? What could I do better? What could I do to rectify the situation that was happening within my life? And it continually put me in a place of feeling stuck, feeling limited, feeling like this was never going to change until I came across the wisdom, the understanding of knowing that there is absolutely no reason whatsoever to fear or to worry. Now, you speak to the majority of the people outside of me and you right now, and probably 95%, if not more, will think that we're absolutely crazy. We're absolutely out of our mind, that there is no way to eradicate fear and worry. But I'm here to tell you, yes, there is. Absolutely, there is a way to eradicate fear and worry. And the reason I say that is because fear and worry was created by man. Fear and worry was created to scare people into believing something that's completely and utterly untrue. That was the biggest reason for fear and worry to come about. Before fear and worry, there was faith. There was peace. There was joy. There was excitement. There was love. There was all these wonderful, joyous, harmonious feelings available. And then because man decided that he wanted power, that he wanted control, that he wanted to be better than the next guy, he found a way to make them fear and worry. Here is the absolute truth. When God created the world, when God created the universe, he gave you absolutely everything you need, and he gave it to you gladly. And he made you aware that no matter what, your needs, your desires were going to be provided. So if that was promised in the very beginning, and it's promised to all the animals, it's promised to all the plants. One of my favorite scriptures from the Bible is how it talks about consider the lilies and the sparrow, and how all these things that aren't even human eat, are at peace, trust their instincts, live in complete harmony without any problem. Why wouldn't it be the same way for human beings? Why wouldn't it be the same way for everyone? Everyone who's a human being. Like, we are the highest form of intelligence on the planet. Why would God say, let me give you peace, let me give you protection, let me give you love, but you know what? I'm going to withhold money from you. Like, when you think about how just ridiculous that sounds in nature, it makes you think twice about having to fear and worry and having to get caught up in thinking that you have to work your ass off, bust your butt, be stressed out for a paycheck that's probably just going to pay your bills anyway, and then you're going to be back to square one once you get back to the next week. And so this stuff started to stir within me, and it started to have me to think, like, what is wrong with what's happening all over the world today? Why are people consistently taking advantage of other people by having them devote basically their life? You're a slave. You know, you're devoting 20, what is it? Not 20, sorry. You're devoting 8 hours a day, which is almost 40 hours a week of your time to a place that probably doesn't even pay you what you're worth, yet they pay you just enough to keep you coming back. They pay you just enough to keep you coming back. And you got to think to yourself, okay, what is wrong with this? What is wrong? What is happening? Why am I allowing this to be? And the reason people allow it to be because they become afraid of the fact that they're not going to be able to pay their bills. They're not going to be able to pay their mortgage. They're not going to be able to pay. And all this not brings about fear and worry. So what I want you to do, I want you to turn it around. I want you to see the spiritual magnificence of all that is you as you're connected to your divine nature. And I want you to release the physical limits. And this comes in handy, especially when it comes down to money. Money is one of those things where people, once again, are obsessed with grind. You got to put in all this time. You got to put in all this work. You got to put in all this other stuff. Once again, money is something that we need, and God is more than happy, more than excited to give us everything that we need and desire. It's not something that we have to kill ourselves to try and get, contrary to popular belief. Okay? So with money, and you see it all the time, you see these guys that get just absolutely amazingly wealthy. And I'm talking about multi-million to billion to whatever it is. And they do that because they understand the concept that wealth in itself is a spiritual concept. It's not the money people think it is. It's not the big, huge bank account. It's not the cars in the driveway. It's not the big houses and stuff like that. Wealth is spiritual. Wealth is spiritual because it is basically possibility that is available in every inch of the universe. It's possibility. But the only way you can manifest it is when you become vibrationally compatible with that wealth. And what does that mean? That means that you understand that it's never, ever going to run out, because God never, ever is going to run out. God is connected to wealth. God is wealth. God is substance. He is spiritual substance. He is everything that you see that is in front of you. And it will never run out. It will keep changing, yes, because physical things change. That's what they do. But from a spiritual standpoint, it will never run out. It will just continue to recreate itself and recreate more of itself. So when you begin to really understand this, and you begin to really understand your connection to God and how much He wants to help you to live your very best life, to be happy and to free yourself from fear and worry, you start to see that there is so much magnificence within spirit. Spirit is the way to go. Anytime you have a problem or a seeming problem, go within, get quiet, meditate, breathe for a minute. And one of my favorite ways to combat it is gratitude, to consistently be grateful. When I start to feel like I don't have something or I don't have enough, usually it's because I'm looking in the wrong place. Usually it's because I'm looking at things as, I need more. When I was doing my meditation this morning, I got the divine message that said you never need anything. You only need to express, grow, and expand. And from there, you will see that everything you need will come to you and will be provided. And another thing I got the other day was everything is there for you already. Once again, looking back at the Bible, there's a concept that says it's already given, or ask and it'll be given to you, or you already have it even before you ask. And I think what this means, once again, it's telling you that spiritually it's all available. All you have to do is match up the vibration to manifest it or have it to come to be realized within your life. And it's just that simple. It's that simple. The vibration is the most important. The world, the universe speaks in terms of vibration. That's where this podcast came from. This whole concept of love your vibe, meaning love your vibration, because you want your vibration to be the very best in a sense of the purest essence of joy. I'm not saying you got to get excited and happy and all over the place, but you want it to be something where you just normally feel good because you want to feel good, not because you're wanting something outside yourself. There's absolutely nothing outside yourself that can create the type of joy of when you go in and you be at peace and you just be thankful for what is already here. You can be ready to receive all the blessings that God wants to bestow in your life. And it's just that simple, guys. Like I said, here's one thing you need to know about God and the universe. It's about simplicity. When things start to get complex, you should know that it's not of God. It's absolutely not of God when things get to be complex, because God, the universe, is not complex. Only when it comes down to evolution and man trying to figure things out does it become complex. But as it relates to human beings, as it relates to us, it is simple in every aspect. So when people make it difficult, people begin to create worry for themselves. But you have to understand, it's not difficult. It's as simple as this. What you experience spiritually on the inside is what you will experience on a physical level. And you really have to dive in deep in order to transform things spiritually if your physical world is not matching up to where you want it to be. And it's just that simple. The inside controls the outside, not vice versa. And if you're looking for a job, if you're looking for something, you want more money, don't go out and think you got to grind and you got to knock on doors and stuff. That is contrary. It's just wrong. Don't do it, because you're not coming from a place of love and inspiration. You're coming from a place of fear, concern, and worry. You want to come from love and inspiration. So what do? You go inside first. You meditate. You set an intention. You tell God how much that you would enjoy if you had a job where you could love it, do the things that you want to do, and then from there you let it go. And then once you let it go, you'll get a nudge, a thing I like to call an intuitive nudge, that will move you towards a direction, a series of action that will help make your highest good manifest itself. And I tell you, it's that simple, guys. That simple. Do not just take action and take continuous repeated action just because you feel like you need to take action or you need to be busy. I hate that when people feel like they just want to be busy because there's no inspiration behind the action. That is just wasting your time, and it's only going to leave you stressed out and, once again, fearful and worry. But if you go within, if you get at peace, if you connect to the essence of what you want and you give thanks repeatedly for what you're about to receive, you will see that the highest good will come out of the situation. It will manifest itself for you, and you will be happy and excited, and you will receive more things to be happy and excited. And this is the way of the universe. And this is what it means to see the spiritual magnificence and not the physical limits. Because once again, everything, physicality, is going to change itself. It is ever changing. It always changes. Nothing physical ever stays the same. Not us, not things, not anything. Not anything ever stays the same physically. But if you can become spiritually wealthy, if you can become spiritually at peace, if you can become spiritually happy and content, you will be in such a great place. One, you'll be ahead of everybody else in the entire world. I mean, well, not everybody else, but a lot of people. But two, you'll be able to approach everything from a peaceful, faithful standpoint. So I got just a few seconds here. All I'm going to say, trust the universe. Trust the process. Have faith that it's all going to work out, because that is how it's supposed to be, guys, and that's how it's going to be for you. Take this to heart, believe it, receive it, know that it's true. It's been a pleasure. Enjoy your Tuesday, guys. I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.